Maria, I'm done with my work. I don't have anything else to do, so I can go home now, right? Thanks. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Hold up, Nellie. Where do you think you're going at this time of day?
What? Is there a problem? I saw you slacking off work today. I bet you didn't expect me to catch you going off on your little coffee break, huh? You were gone for, I don't know, like 2 hours? 3? It's only fair that if you get time off work, I get to go home early, right?
Nellie, I don't know what you think you saw, but if you're talking about how I was away from my desk, it was because I had a meeting. You know our business partner, radio tech company? I had some important business talk with them.
Business talk?
Yeah, you didn't know?
What do you think? Hey, you're not just making up excuses to, humiliate me, are you? Because that would be pretty petty.
Nellie, just ask anyone around you and they should all know. Frankly speaking, I don't know why you don't. But that's beside the point. What time do you think it is?
Yeah, I know how to read a clock.
Then I hope you realize it's still 2 in the afternoon. Unless time works different around your seat, you still have 3 more hours until it's 5.
Maria, did you not read my text? I said I was done with work. I'm bored. You can't just expect me to sit at my seat doing nothing all day. I'm going to die out of boredom. Let me use time wisely and stuff. It's time for me to go home.
No, it's time for you to get more work. I know Jude has more tasks on his shoulder. Go and offer him help. He'll appreciate it.
No. I really shouldn't. I don't know what he does with all his stuff. I'll mess things up, you know. It'll be better for all of us if I could just go home.
Nellie?
Look, all I'm saying is you gave me a task to do earlier this morning and I finished it. So I should get the rest of the day off, right?
Nellie, I know you're still new and maybe you're unsure of yourself, but that's all the more reason you should expand upon your capabilities. All you've been doing is simple manual work. It's time you started doing something new. Just get Jude and have him give you a task. If you're not sure how you should tackle it, you can always just ask someone nearby. Everyone knows you're new. They won't mind you asking questions. It'll be a lot more better than you just going in blind. Heck, if you really have to, ask me. Just do what you're being paid for.
Fine, I'll do that. Starting tomorrow.
Tomorrow? No, you're doing that starting now. It's for your own good, Nellie.
It's for your own good, she says. Ugh, you're no fun. You remind me of one of those annoying mother-in-laws you see in old rom-coms my mom used to watch.
Annoying mother-in-laws?
You know, you think you're so much better than me just because you're the manager of our department. How old are you again? Mid-50s, early 60s?
I am 43, thank you very much. I'm glad I seem so old and wise in your eyes.
43? You're so old. I get it. I totally get it now. Auntie Maria, you're just jealous of me, aren't you?
Jealous? Sorry, what is there to be jealous about?
Duh! My youth, Granny. Catch up. 20 years of living has taught me enough about humans and their worth. Being young plays a huge role. Did you know?
Wow, great. What a valuable lesson. Can you get back to work now?
Right, whatever, Mom. Oh, God, I feel so sorry for your children. I can just imagine how much trouble you're causing her with all your bickering. You can't be all snappy like that all day long, you know. It's not good for your ever-depleting health.
Nellie, as much as I would like to keep my private life private, I don't have any children, so you can stop writing your script for your imaginary TV show. It's weirdly specific and quite unnecessary, to say the least.
You don't have children? Oh, no. You're not married, are you? You're single. I should have known. That's why you're so cranky all the time. You don't have any guys in your life.
There are so much things I want to complain about in your text, I don't even know where to start. Yes, I'm single. What a surprise. But I'm getting married in 3 months. Maybe my man will magically make me more tolerable then. Are you happy now? Just get back to work, Nellie.
You're getting married? But you're 43. You're so old.
Well, welcome to the adult world. It's nothing to be surprised about. A lot of people get married at my age.
But who would be so desperate? So miserable? Oh no, are you sure they're not trying to swindle you? You know those movies, one second you think you're going to have a happy wedding and marriage, only to realize they were just after your money. Did you make sure he's a real person? He might not even exist.
Nellie, I didn't meet him online. I know who he is, and he's real, all right. Enough about my life. Just please get back to work.
Aw, you're really no fun. Did you know that?
Well, we're both not getting paid to have fun, are we? I told you to give you something to do. He should stop by in a few seconds.
Ugh, fine. Be like that. Maria! Guess what? I did some digging during my free time. I can't believe it. That's who you're getting married to? Oh my gosh, I didn't think you had it in you, you naughty girl.
Sorry, what are you so excited about? Did you finish the task I gave you?
Oh, you're playing ignorant, are you? The chief marketing officer? You know how much he gets paid. Have you seen his car? His wristwatch, too? Woohoo! What did you do to wrap your dirty little fingers around him? Did you seduce him? I do hear that old ladies have their ways. How was it? Come on, you can tell me.
Excuse me? I don't know what you've been taking, but please just focus on your work.
Hey, come on, don't leave me hanging here. I want to hear all the juicy details. Be honest with me, Maria. You're after the money, aren't you?
Nellie, focus on your work.
Work can wait. I have far more interesting things to do in my life. So, what happened?
I should have never talked to you about my private life. You know what? I'm just going to ignore your text, okay? Just get back to work.
What? Come on, Maria. I need details. You're really just going to ignore me? Fine. Maria, I have some news for you. Bad news, actually. Want to know more? To tell you the truth, I'm in a lovey-dovey relationship with the CMO now. Hold on. You know what CMO stands for, right? It's Chief Marketing Officer. Anyway, we're so madly in love. All it took was one night with some nice red wine. It was so easy. I bet you're asking yourself, why is she telling me all this? Well, I'll give you the answer. To put it bluntly, you, Miss Money Hunting Maria, are in the way of our wonderful relationship. You used to think you were so important, but now I have the upper hand. All I need to do is ask nicely, and my bear-like boyfriend will fire you on the spot. So I think it's time to lick some boots and kiss up to me, you know? No more lectures about work and all that boring stuff. It's my time to shine from now on. Wealth and power, here I come.
Maria, is everything all right with you?
Hey, Luke. Why the question?
Well, I saw you at work today, but I noticed you seemed, I don't know, a little tired? Did you have trouble sleeping last night? Should I stop by to take you dinner tomorrow?
Oh, right. I visited your company today for another business meeting. I guess you saw me then, huh?
Yeah. I wanted to say hi, but you seemed busy and I was busy too, so...
I know. That's why you're checking up on me now. Thanks. I appreciate it. But it's nothing super important, just something at work.
Well, if there's something you want to talk about, I'm right here. We only have about a month and a half until our wedding, you know? I wouldn't want you to be feeling under the weather during our big day. If it's something we can deal with, better late than never.
I guess you have a point. It's kind of related to my work, so I'm not sure how much I should be talking about it, but...
But if it's not breaching any company policies or spilling any secrets, you should be fine. Just talk to me, Maria. Just the things you can. If it sounds like it's getting too corporate, we can always stop there. Who knows? Even if I don't get the full picture, talking about it might help you sort out the details in your head. You might get a breakthrough.
All right, I can tell you're worried. Well, time to vent then. Hope you're ready.
Go on, I'm listening.
Thanks. So, there's this new girl we hired a few weeks ago. She's kind of a... Well, to put things nicely, she's kind of a massive pain in the neck.
Oh, how so?
Well, she's a huge diva, for one thing. Reminds me of when I was back in high school from the way she's acting. She was initially hired because one of her relatives works as our company's higher-ups, her uncle. I mean, that was fine. People get work like that sometimes, as long as she does what she's paid for, no questions asked. Maybe she was a bit problematic at times, but it wasn't anything too bad. And it seems like she started going out with our chief marketing officer, so apparently now she owns the place. She's acting like all of our bosses, not doing her work, making her coworkers fetch her coffee. You get the idea.
Wow, so she's your new queen bee now. And she's unstoppable?
Yeah, everyone's having a hard time dealing with her. She's threatening us that she'll get us fired if we annoy or disobey her. And I mean, we don't know if she could actually do that to us, but you never know. Her uncle can literally fire us at will, and she's dating the marketing team chief officer.
I guess it's not worth the risk for most people, huh?
Exactly. Most of us would just put up with her annoying demands. I mean, I get it. It'll be stupid to lose our jobs over someone like her.
But you spoke up.
Yeah, me and a few other people did try to talk some sense into her, but no luck. Heck, the chief of marketing called us into his office the other day and told us to just let her do whatever she wants. Seriously, come on! Does he not see what she's doing? At this rate, sooner or later, she's going to affect our numbers. We're all trying to cover by doing more work, but, well, there's only one me.
Yikes, you must have had it pretty rough these past few days, huh?
Sorry, venting too much? Tell me when to stop because I would totally understand.
No, please continue. Wait, before you do, does the CMO actually know how she's acting around you guys?
Yep, but he's not even turning a blind eye. He just lovingly stares at our little princess. He was questionable at times when it came to his ability to do his job well, but I mean, he had experience and there wasn't anyone else when he was the first appointed to this role. But it seems like sleeping with a young 20-year-old has finally gotten the better of him.
20? She is that young? Wasn't your CMO somewhere in his, late 40s?
Yep.
Wow, I mean, I heard the guy used to have a wife and a kid until he got divorced. His kid should be somewhere around the same age as your new employee.
Yeah, that's another thing. But I mean, they're technically both consenting adults. If they're okay with it, it's not really our right to poke our noses into their relationship. But once their relationship starts affecting our business, that's where we draw the line. Everyone's so stressed and tired, I don't know what to do.
I see. Hey, you won't mind if I checked if I could do something on my end, will you?
On your end? What can you do, though? I mean, no offense, but you do work in another company.
Choo-choo, but my friend works at your place. You might know him. He's the CEO.
Oh, right. You two are drinking buddies.
Yeah, I still can't believe the guy I became friends with at the bar that one night turned out to be the CEO of our business partner.
Hey, it's a small world. But what about him?
Well, I can't really give you the details, but last Friday, I do recall him talking about some things when he was drunk. He was joking, but also kind of serious about it. He wasn't really sure about his decision back then, and judging from your story, it sounds like he decided to refrain from doing anything. But I'm pretty sure he'll still be thinking about it. You know, maybe he just needs a little encouragement. If he learns about what actually is happening between his employees, maybe he'll be able to finally make up his mind.
Luke, what are you implying?
Implying? Me? No, nothing. I'm just saying maybe I should offer some words of advice to one of my drinking buddies. What do you think, Maria? Sound good?
Well, if it's going to help our office get back on track, I think it's necessary.
Good call. I'll try have a chat with him tomorrow. Don't know when I can get back to you, but I'll tell you as soon as I get some news.
All right, thanks for your help.
Anytime.
Maria, I heard about your wedding. I thought you canceled that thing already. Are you seriously going to have a wedding after you've been dumped? I can't believe the nerve of you. You're so dense. Are you that miserable, Maria? I bet you were waiting 40-something years for this day, huh? Can't let a little case of missing room to stop ya. Or maybe you're a little crazy on the inside. Think about it. You're holding a wedding all alone. Who are you going to kiss? The priest? Oh, I think I just got myself the chills. I know. Why don't you buy yourself a life-size doll, huh? I'm pretty sure if you put a wig on it and dress it in a tuxedo, you can pass it as your Prince Charming. Can't wait to see your wedding photos. Happy marriage!
Good morning, Nellie. Still sleepy? Before you start spamming me again, would you care to clarify what you're talking about? Because I don't know what you've heard, but my fiancé is right here with me at this venue getting ready for the wedding. You sure you didn't have some weird, eccentric dream about me or something?
Oh my gosh, you really are out of your mind. Maria, maybe I was too harsh on you. Tell you what, you should really go see a doctor. It's for your own good.
Excuse me?
Look, you're not fooling anyone with your made-up story, okay? The CMO is right with me right now.
Right?
You know how pretty much everyone at our company knows about our relationship, right?
Yep, you couldn't have made it more obvious.
Well then listen up, Maria the Old, because this girl has some things to say to you. You have some nerve, thinking you could just marry your way up to wealth and power at your age. A bit late to the race, don't you think? The CMO is only interested in young and attractive girls like me. He has no eyes for someone like you.
All right, good to know. Your point is?
My point is you should just call off the wedding. You're just going to make a fool of yourself. We both know that, don't we?
Actually, no. I'm sorry, I don't see how your relationship with the CMO has anything to do with my private life and marriage.
What are you talking about? Just admit defeat, Maria. You can't play dumb forever, you know.
Hey, Nellie, I might be making some weird speculations, but do you think I'm trying to get married to my boss?
Finally caught on, huh? Yeah, you think I can figure out who you used to go out with? You were so annoying with all that talk about how I needed to go back to work and stuff. You were really getting on my nerves. I'm not a kid, you know. And now, you're just going to get married to someone with a much larger paycheck. Nuh-uh, not on my watch. That's why I decided to use my special weapon and teach you a lesson. Plus, it's always nice to gain some nice wealth and power while I was at it.
Right.
Don't think you can stop me, by the way. We're already legally married. In order to rob my hubby back, you're going to have to make us get divorced first. And in case you don't know, that's no easy feat.
Great. I finally understand. That was your intention all along, huh?
Uh-huh. So, how are you feeling about your cute little wedding? Not so enthusiastic about it now, huh? I mean, your groom's not going to show up in a million years. It's pointless. I mean, I guess you could still take my idea and use a doll as a replacement, but hoping you won't go that far. That's pretty miserable, even for a cranky old woman like you.
Look, here's the thing, Nellie. That man you're dating, yeah, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but he's not the CMO.
What are you talking about?
To be more precise, he's no longer the CMO.
What? What do you mean?
Remember last Friday? The day you didn't even bother to show up at our office? Yeah, you really shouldn't have missed it. The CEO and the other higher-ups decided that he was going to be temporarily suspended from work. Someone else started taking his place starting that day, so he's no longer the CMO now.
What are you lying for? My uncle works as one of the higher-ups. He never mentioned anything about something like that. I would know.
I guess he never mentioned anything about feeling responsible and giving his position to someone else either, huh?
He did what?
Yeah, your uncle feels really guilty about letting you join our company. Apparently, people had to talk him out of quitting. If only you had even a drop of his conscience.
No, I don't understand. Why? I don't get it.
Really? Then I'll explain things so that even a 3-year-old can understand, Ellie. Your lover was too invested in you that he couldn't focus on his job, and you were disrupting our office by acting like some preschooler hogging the swing. The company suffered from it, Nellie. We're the marketing department. You didn't think your actions were going to affect our sales?
What?
And since all the CMO did was encourage your dictatorship, we were dropping in numbers. You didn't think the higher-ups would feel concerned about it? They have a life too, you know. The food isn't going to just show up on the dinner table on its own. You two were a bad influence. You two were like, I don't know, a rot spreading to the rest of the fruit. The company had to do something about you guys.
So you just fire him?
Hey, he wasn't fired. He's just suspended from work for a while. He'll probably come back.
What's the difference? I can't believe it. You're taking things way too far, Maria. Admit it. This is personal. You were jealous of me, weren't you? You were jealous and spiteful about your boyfriend being stolen by me, so you decided to ruin me, right? You and your petty revenge.
Nellie, I'm just the manager. Even if I was jealous, which I'm not, the ex-CMO was my boss. I can't do anything to him if he didn't do anything wrong. You two could have totally avoided all of this. Besides, there is a huge misunderstanding on your part. It's true that I was going out with the CMO, but he wasn't our CMO. He works for one of our business partners, you know, at a different company.
Wait, what? You're lying.
I'm sure you've heard of the place before. It's our #1 business partner, the CMO at Radiotech. Yeah, that's who I'm getting married to today. Pretty nice guy. Has weird taste in movies, definitely not our ex-CMO.
Radiotech? That company, it's so much more larger than ours. And the CMO, I heard one of the other girls at the office talking about how hot he is. He's hot and rich. And you're getting married to him? That's unfair. That should be illegal.
Relax. He's in his late 30s. He knows about consent.
It's not fair. I want him. Let me have him. We're swapping our partners.
No thanks, I'm good.
I'm not asking for your permission, Maria. He's a reasonable guy with common sense, right? One night with him and he'll be all mine.
Not sure about the later half, but yeah, he has common sense, all right. Fine, do you want to come join our wedding?
Give me the address.
You have a ticket to Hawaii?
What?
Because you can't make it to our venue without it. I mean, you probably won't make it in time regardless, but hey, you never know. You might meet someone with a teleportation device at the airport, right?
You guys are getting married in Hawaii?
We like the ocean. Look, I enjoy talking to you and all, but I really have to get going. The wedding's going to start soon, and I really need to focus on it. So, yeah, bye.
I can't believe it. You're just a cranky old lady. You shouldn't be getting a wedding in Hawaii. You shouldn't be able to marry a rich, hot guy working at a large company. I should be the one getting all that. All I'm left with is some old nobody that can't even keep his own job. It's not fair. This is all wrong. This is wrong.
Our used-to-be CMO was able to continue working at our company after his temporary suspension. Obviously, he was demoted to a much lower position than he had previously, but that was all on him and his young wife. Lucky for us, it didn't seem like he took much issue with it. He took his demotion to heart and started to focus on his work. In fact, it seemed like he was being more productive than before his relationship. That didn't mean his feelings for Nellie was gone. People say love makes you crazy, and it turns out the former CMO would be really desperate at times when it comes to love. Once Nellie demanded to get a divorce, he got really upset. So did their families. Nellie previously introduced herself as being madly in love with the ex-CMO to both her family and his, so even when Nellie brought up the divorce, they weren't having any of it. Luckily for the ex-CMO, he was a pretty amiable guy. While first impressions were obviously awkward, Nellie's parents came to like him a lot. Once Nellie admitted to marrying him for the money he used to have, they were upset with her and refused to help her get divorced. They said she needed to learn about responsibility. Unluckily for Nellie, even before they got legally married, they were already living together. That meant she didn't really have a place to run off to, and the ex-CMO had eyes on her both at home and at work. He wasn't abusing her or anything, he was just being excessively sweet in an attempt to win her over for real this time. I noticed Nellie demanding her uncle to get her husband fired one time, but he couldn't really do anything about it, and he didn't really want to be involved either. Eventually, Nellie got pregnant. It seems like she either decided to or was convinced to keep the child, quit her job, and become fully dependent on her husband. He was still doing good with his job and was starting to earn back his wage, so I guess that was a fair choice. A few days ago, I saw the ex-CMO and Nellie shopping at the grocery store. The ex-CMO seemed to be on cloud 9, talking about what they should name their baby, while Nellie seemed like she was hating every second of his company. All I have to say is that I feel sorry for the child yet to be born. Meanwhile, after everything went down with Nellie, well, Luke and I continued to build a healthy relationship between the two of us. We bought a new house, got a pet dog, and maybe we'll start a family of our own too, once we're ready. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. Feel free to leave any thoughts in the comment section, and I hope we get to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.